Have you ever stopped to think about how some of your daily choices might be shaped by invisible forces within you? It may seem like a distant concept, but the truth is that archetypes, defined by psychologist Carl Jung, are present in our lives in ways we may not even notice. These universal psychological models are not just abstract ideas from psychology, but practical tools that influence our decisions, behaviors, and even our relationships. In this video, we will explore how understanding these archetypes can help us live more consciously and aligned with our true desires. But first, let's do a social experiment. I want you to write in the comments a phrase or reflection that marked your life. So, without further ado, get ready to discover how these influences can transform the way you make decisions, even in the most everyday situations. To understand how archetypes influence our lives, we first need to know what they are. Carl Jung, one of the greatest psychologists of the 20th century, described archetypes as universal and innate patterns present in the collective unconscious. These patterns shape how we think, feel, and act in everyday situations, influencing even our simplest choices. Jung identified several fundamental archetypes, such as the hero, the shadow, the mentor, and the anima animus, which represent deep aspects of the human psyche. The hero archetype, for example, symbolizes our quest for overcoming and achievement, while the shadow represents what we reject in ourselves, such as fears or insecurities. These archetypes are not confined to psychology. They can be found in stories, myths, movies, and even in our own lives. By understanding these patterns, we can begin to identify how they shape our personal journey. Archetypes are not just abstract concepts. They actively manifest in our daily lives. Often, we make decisions, take actions, and behave without realizing that these choices are being influenced by these unconscious patterns. Let's see how this happens in everyday situations. Think of the hero archetype. When you face challenges, big or small, and strive to overcome them, you're activating this heroic energy within you. It could be a challenge at work, a personal goal you want to achieve, or even a difficult moment in your emotional life. The hero is the archetype that seeks overcoming and growth. When you dedicate yourself to improving, even when it seems tough, it's as if you're following the classic hero's journey, facing obstacles and coming out stronger. On the other hand, we have the shadow, the archetype that represents everything we reject or don't want to see in ourselves. The shadow often manifests as fear, insecurity, or even self-sabotaging behaviors. When you feel hesitation or avoid acting out of fear of failure, the shadow is influencing your choice. Recognizing when the shadow is present is crucial, as it allows us to confront these fears and transform them into strength. And the mentor? This archetype appears when we seek guidance or advice from more experienced individuals. It could be a mentor at work, a wise friend, or even a book that offers clarity in moments of indecision. The mentor helps us understand situations more deeply and guides us toward our growth. These archetypes are at play in every decision we make, guiding us in subtle yet powerful ways. Now that we know how archetypes influence our decisions, it's time to learn how to recognize them and use them more consciously. When we understand the archetypes present in our lives, we can make decisions that are more aligned with our goals and deep desires. The first step is to identify the archetypes present in your daily life. An effective way to do this is to reflect on your actions and feelings in different situations. For example, when you feel motivated and full of courage to face a challenge, you are likely activating the hero archetype. But if you find yourself in moments of fear, doubt, or resistance, you may be dealing with the shadow. It's important to ask yourself, what kind of energy am I feeling right now? Am I seeking growth or avoiding something? One way to use archetypes consciously is to apply daily self-awareness. Take some time to reflect on the situations you're in and examine which archetype is most present. This can be done through journaling or even a mindfulness break to observe your thought and behavior patterns. Additionally, when you identify which archetype is influencing your decisions, integrate it in a positive way. If you feel overwhelmed by the shadow, seek balance by activating the mentor archetype, looking for wisdom from reliable sources. If you feel stuck in a victim mindset or procrastination, activate the hero archetype by taking responsibility for your choices and challenges. By understanding and working with these archetypes, you gain more control over your decisions and consequently your journey of self-discovery. Now that we know how to identify and work with archetypes, it's time to use this knowledge to bring about real transformation in our lives. Applying archetypes consciously can bring significant changes in how we make decisions, face challenges, and relate to others. The first step for transformation is to recognize the dominant archetype in your life right now. Ask yourself, which archetype is most active in my current choices? Am I being guided by the hero facing obstacles or the shadow trying to avoid discomfort? This recognition allows you to have control over the situation rather than being unconsciously guided by these patterns. Then, once you identify the archetype, you can act with more purpose. If the shadow is hindering progress, use the energy of the mentor to seek new knowledge and overcome hesitation. If you feel like you're on a journey of self-overcoming, activate the hero archetype, taking bold and conscious steps toward your goals. By intentionally integrating archetypes, you begin to align your actions with your deepest desires, promoting a real and lasting personal transformation. Now that you understand how archetypes can influence your choices and transform your life, let's explore some practical tips for effectively incorporating these concepts into your daily routine. Practice daily self-awareness. Set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on the situations you faced and the archetypes that were present. Ask yourself, which archetype guided me in this choice? This simple practice can help increase your awareness and understanding of the patterns that shape your life. Use journaling. Writing about your daily experiences is a powerful way to integrate archetypes. By recording your emotions, choices, and challenging situations, you can notice which archetypes are in action and how you're dealing with them. Activate the right archetype for the right moment. When you feel blocked or hesitant, consciously activate the archetype that can help you move forward. If you're in a phase of self-sabotage, seek the wisdom of the mentor. If you're facing a major challenge, invoke the courage of the hero. These practices can help you live in a more conscious and directed way, using archetypes to promote growth and transformation. As we conclude this video, remember that archetypes are not just distant psychological concepts, but powerful tools you can use to transform your life. By understanding and recognizing these universal patterns, you gain the ability to make more conscious decisions that are aligned with your deepest desires and goals. Be the hero of your own journey, face the shadow with courage, or seek the wisdom of the mentor to guide your steps. Each archetype has something valuable to offer for your personal growth. Now, I invite you to reflect. Which archetype is most present in your life at this moment? Share in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on self-discovery and personal transformation. The journey is just beginning.